Here we go. I know you see somehow the world will change for me. Hello, BookTube universe. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shauna, and this is my BookTube channel, and welcome. I am so glad you're here. So this video might be coming a little late as well, but it's never too late to make goals for yourself, reading or otherwise. So here are my goals for 2024. They all are bookish related. A lot of them have to do with reading or writing, but here's a few of the handful that I have put together that I really want to accomplish this year, and I think that they are very solid goals, and I will accomplish them. I'm putting that out into the universe now. So my first goal for 2024 is going to be to read a total of 60 books. That's 60 books. I know that might not seem like a lot to some people, but that is a lot for me, and that is a lot for other people too. But last year I set a goal of 50 books. I was one book short. I had like 5 chapters left in a book to finish out my goal for 2023, and I just missed it. But it's okay because I'm easy on myself, as you can clearly see. But it's okay that I didn't reach that goal. I am totally fine with that. It happens. Some years are better than others. Some months are better than others. It's okay. We are gentle on ourselves on this channel, so we are just gonna accept it and let's move on and try to do better next year. And better for me is I wanna read more books, so I'm gonna push myself to read. And if I don't accomplish it, that's totally fine. I'm gonna be easy on myself, but at the same time, I really wanna set this goal for myself because I feel that I am back into reading full force now. Really towards the end of last year, I was reading a lot more than I did at the very beginning of the year. There were a lot of stress situations going on. We were in the process of moving at the beginning of 2023. It was a lot of things happening. I started a new job, so it was kind of insane. Life was not very kind to us in 2023, but we're here, we're moving on, and this year I want to read more, and I'm gonna read more, and this kind of goes hand in hand with another goal of mine, so I'll jump into that next, but for now, I'm going to be reading 60 books this year, and most of those books, I would really love it to be, this is kind of like a sub-goal, is to read more of what's on my shelf. If you are a reader and you own a collection, you understand the struggle of just hoarding books like a book dragon we are, and just not reading them. And going out and buying another book and reading that first, or going to the library and trying to read those because you have to read those first because they're due next week. So I think we all know the pain and the struggle. So that's kind of like a sub goal of like reading 60 books in total this year. I really want to read more of what's on my shelf, and I want to create another video for you guys, little kind of hint, of me kind of crafting an idea to encourage me to read more of what's on my shelf. So this year, let's make it a goal, read your shelf. So this next goal that I have kind of goes in hand with the first one a little bit. I really would love to start an in-person book club. My friend Kelsey, hey Kelsey, if you're watching this, shout out to you. I went and saw her for her birthday this past year up in Georgia, and she has a bunch of new friends there, and they're all amazing people. Shout out to you guys because you're all fantastic and I love and miss you. But they have a local bookstore there called The Bookseller, so I will link them down below so you guys can check them out too. They are a local bookstore. Women-owned, Black women-owned, so you should definitely check them out. But the bookstore is just so cute and so lovely and so beautiful and just wondrous. And they have book clubs there at this local bookstore. And one of the girls in the group is actually the manager of the bookstore. And so she's a part of this group. And Kelsey actually put this together of an Instagram book club for us on the messenger side because some of us don't live in Georgia with them. But I love to see their pictures and stuff when they get together, and they get together monthly or however much, and they have these book clubs and they drink wine and they just have a good time in person. And I really want that here in Orlando. It made me realize that I am missing that here. And I feel that Orlando really is kind of missing the market on that. We have several really cool local bookstores here in the Orlando area. And they do have some book clubs, which that's definitely on my list to check out. But I definitely want to join/start a book club to kind of help me reach my book goals, but also just to make more bookish friends. I miss getting together in person with a bunch of people talking about a book and just gushing about it and all the characters and speculating what's going to happen next if it's a series, and just drinking some wine or going to brunch and talking about books. And I really want that here in Orlando, and I'm going to make it happen this year. So I will say this: if you're in the Orlando area and you want to join this book club, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram, comment on this video down below, send me a DM on TikTok. I don't care. Like, I really want to start this, and I want to meet more bookish people in person. And I think that this is the year to do it. So that is my big goal this year. My third goal for this year is, again, they're rolling into each other, and I like it. I like this pacing, and I didn't realize they went together until just now. Orlando doesn't have enough bookish, like local bookstore places to go to mingle with other people. Like I said, there's a few here that are actually really great, and I do love them. But I feel like there's one, maybe two, and that's not nearly enough. Orlando needs more. Orlando's a big city. There's a lot of people here, and there's a lot of bookish people here, because I do know several people who want this and that I've talked to about this. So my third goal for this year is to actually, this is going to turn into a long-term goal, but this year I would love to acquire a trailer, go with me, to create it into a mobile bookstore. I want to transform it to be able to take it to farmers markets on the weekend, to other local places and events that are happening throughout Orlando, and sell books and bookish merchandise. So t-shirts, sweaters, mugs, different things like that. You know, not a whole lot of things at first, of course. I'm just going to be getting my feet wet. But I really feel that Orlando is missing this vital piece of the book market. And there's so many people here, I feel, that would benefit from this and would love this and would love to be a part of this. And that's my big goal. I really want to, at least by the end of 2024, have acquired the trailer and started the transformation on it. And then by year 2025, we'll start taking it out on the road. So that's a big goal for this year, because since I haven't been able to create my own book club and own bookstore or things like that, I'm just going to go out and do this mobile bookstore and get started. And then eventually, long-term goal, transform this and become an actual physical bookstore with a brick and mortar space to sell books. Long-term goal, I'm speaking it into the universe. I am telling the world on the internet that I am going to do this. It's going to happen. I know it is. I'm going to make it happen. I have so many people around me supporting me in this, and so many people to help. And yeah, this is just what I want to do. And I want to spotlight local artists and spotlight local business owners, because there's even a couple of people that I absolutely love who sell, we see at these markets all the time in Orlando, who sell candles and wax melts and things like that. I'm thinking of one lady in particular, and I love her stuff so much. And I would love to be able to sell some of her products in my mobile bookstore. So that way she gets a wider reach. I can get a little bit of the royalties on it, or a little bit of a percentage share, and not royalties, you know what I mean. Just get a little bit of percentage on it by selling it for her, but that way she can be in two places at once. And that's what I want to do. And I want to help propel local businesses and just become a fixture in the community here for bookish things and supporting local businesses and local artists. That's my big goal. Long term, long-winded, I know, but main goal for 2024 is to have acquired that trailer by the end of this year so that we can start the transformations on it. And I really want to take you guys along on that journey with me too, make some content about that and show you the process and what it's going to be like, because it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be really hard, but I'm going to be so excited to see the finished product from start to finish through this whole thing. And I want to document all of that. And I'm going to take you guys along with me. Fourth goal is to, this is something that has been a dream of mine for a little while, and I would really love to dive into the audiobook world. I would love to become a narrator for audiobooks, and I have started that process. I've kind of dipped my toes a little bit into just voiceover work in general this past year with Tony and his company and doing some voiceover work for them. And it was so much fun. And I absolutely loved it and enjoyed it. And I had so many people tell me that they thought I had a great voice for it. Now, obviously, that type of work is different from audiobooks, just a tad, because with audiobooks, I know you have to do the different voices for the different characters, but I feel that I can definitely do that. Having a background in theater and having a background in performance, I really would love to get into this. And with Tony coaching me and directing me, because he's the best director there is, don't tell him I said that, I can do really well with this. And I think that this could definitely become a good side hustle for us to be able to get in a little bit of extra income while we're staying here with his mom and dad, and just getting a little bit more on the side to help us save up as much as possible. So it's going to be fun and lucrative at the same time. I love those types of goals. All right, so the next goal on my list is going to actually be to write a full-length novel. Commence cheering here. Hooray! I have always wanted to write a book. I started writing one, I think kind of like we all probably had when we were in middle school and high school. Started writing one then. Obviously, nothing came of it. I never finished it. It was just a fun thing to do, but I absolutely enjoyed it and loved it so much. It's always remained a goal of mine and something I just never put forth the effort in and never put the work in for it. And this year, I'm going to do that. Jordan and I both have started our writers group where we are going to be getting together once a week and forcing each other and encouraging each other to just continue writing and pushing forward. Even if it's a blog post or an Instagram post, but just getting into the habit of writing every week, if not every day. So that is a huge goal of mine. I don't expect this product to be fully finished, fully edited, fully ready to go to agents or out into publishing world if I decide to self-publish, but I just want it to be on paper and finished. I just want a finished book, written fully. It can be the first draft, I don't care, but it needs to get written because I have so many ideas and so many things that I've talked to Jordan about and to Tony about, and I am just really ready to get it down on paper and just get it out there because I love these ideas and these characters that are forming in my head, and I just want to get them on paper. So that is a big goal of mine for this year. All right, we've come to the last and final goal of mine for this year, at least that has to do with like reading and writing in general. So this goal kind of, again, goes hand in hand with the last one. But I would really love to do a writer's retreat with some friends. So Tony and I have talked about this a little bit here and there. We would really love to get some of our friends together who want to write, whether it's novels, blogs, screenplays, we don't care, just writing in general. We want to have our group of friends get together. We rent out a hotel room or rent out an Airbnb not too far from where we live and just spend a whole weekend cooped up together writing. Sounds a little awful when you say cooped up, but you get my point. We're going to encourage and motivate each other to just write. That's the whole point of this writer's retreat. And just get away from our everyday life, just take a step back and focus on what's important to us and getting some writing done. And we can encourage each other and read each other's work and give critiques and feedbacks and each night have these different discussions. And again, it would just be for a weekend. So I think it sounds really cool. It was Tony's idea and I absolutely love it. And I am just running with this idea because I think it's a fabulous goal to have. It doesn't need to be expensive. It doesn't need to be anywhere fancy. Just getting together, staying together, and writing. And that's all that matters on that writer's retreat. All right, so this video is not going to be too long. That's pretty much all of my goals that have to do with reading and writing for the year of 2024. I'll throw in another one for you real quick, another goal of mine that has nothing to do with reading and writing, just for fun. It's a bonus goal for you to know. Just get to know me a little bit more. I have made it a goal of mine to really learn and master making, from scratch, chocolate croissants. That is a goal of mine. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot to me. I've always wanted to do it. I love baking. I love cooking. And I really want to learn how to do this. And I would love to learn just how to make bread in general. But chocolate croissants are my absolute favorite. Just ask anybody. That's what I always get if we go to Starbucks or anywhere else. If we have breakfast and we're at like a bakery, chocolate croissant is my go-to. I love it. And I want to learn how to make it on my own and master it and make it super delicious. So that is another like little bonus goal of mine for you to get to know me a little bit more. Other than that, that's it. I would love to hear from you guys. If you have goals of your own for this year, comment them down below. Send me a message if you don't feel like sharing it with the world, but just want to share it with one person. I love it. Totally fine. You can message me. I am here. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you liked the video. I would greatly appreciate it. It really does actually help out my channel. Tell your friends about it. Share this video. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok. I'm on all the platforms basically. Other than that, I hope 2024 is treating you guys well. New year, new you. Love it. We're going to get it started and we're going to accomplish our goals for this year. And it's going to be a great year. Thanks so much, guys. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, wait. She's got to be in every video. So say hello. Say bye, Lily. Bye.